Okay, hello everyone. So, as previously, we cannot have an offline class here due to a holiday in the last Wednesday. So, because of that, I decided to make a substitute class from this video. So in this video, we are going to learn about server management in Linux. Yeah, this is our 10th lesson. Yeah, right. So let's start this lesson. So what we are going to learn for today, the first thing we are going to learn in this lesson is about shell scripting. So what is shell scripting? Yeah, scripting is one of the fundamentals of Linux shells. So before diving into server management, it is very important for us, yeah, to review the fundamentals of the Linux shells. So Linux shell is basically the most powerful tool that can be used to manage and automate a lot of services, yeah. So uh, there are several common shells that is widely used in Linux environment. The first one is Bash. Bash stands for Born Again Shell. So this is the most widely used in several Linux environment. And the second common shell is ZSH and Fish. Yeah. So this is the alternative shells with extended features. So Bash is the common version of shell, and ZSH and Fish is the alternative shells with extended features. So ZSH has uh, additional several additional features that cannot be accessed through bash shells. And then the third common shell is SH. It is a POSIX compliant minimal shell. So if you just need a simple use for the common shells, for the shells, yeah, so you don't need to install bash or ZSH. You just use the SH because this is the compliant minimum shell that can be used to manage and automate several services in your Linux environment. Okay, next. So how shell works. So if we are talking about shell, so it means we need to access our virtual machine. Yeah, we need to access our Linux environment. And okay, maybe um, we can start to open our virtual machine. Yeah. Okay, so I will start my Ubuntu 26.4 here. It is okay if you are using Ubuntu 24.4 because the version is not giving a lot of different, just several update, yeah, in the OS itself. And yeah, just not a very significant change from 24.4 to 26.4. So don't worry, things is not going to be very different. Yeah, there's a lot of things in common, yeah, in version 24 and version 26. All right, so let's access our system first. Since my Ubuntu is loaded in here, so I think we can continue to the next lesson. So if we already open our virtual machine and then we already put into our Linux environment, so it means we can access the terminal. Yeah, so we can access the terminal here. We can just type, or you can also use the what is that? The shortcut, yeah, from the keyboard if you prefer keyboard usage. But I am going to search the terminal from the apps in here. All right, so this is the terminal. I already opened the terminal in my virtual machine. And then next, we are going to continue to try several commands. Well, basically, we already try several commands, yeah, in the previous lessons, such as mkdir, yeah, that's the command to make new directory or to make a new folder. Yeah, we can also use nano to make a new documents, new script. Yeah, and several. Yeah, like cp mv. I think you already familiar with several command. Yeah, from the previous lessons. And today we are going uh to review what we already learned in the several lessons back then. Shell. So what is done by a shell? How shell works? Shell tokenizes the input into command, option, and arguments. So it is split into three main components. The first one is the command. For example, if you look at this picture in the PPT slide, we can look at this, that the command is echo. So echo here is the command, or maybe in the previous lessons, the command is such as mkdir, and then cp mv, that's the command. And then options, in this image there is no options, just arguments, and the arguments is hello world. So this is the arguments given by us, the system administrator. And then after we input the command, option, and arguments required by the system, then the shell will interpret and executes the command. So for example, if we type echo hello world, so the shell will interpret the command given in this line, and then it will execute the command. And after executing, after it finishes executed the command, so the output is going to be returned to the terminal. So hello world text here is the output of echo hello world command. So this is a simple command when we are trying to write a hello world text in our terminal. And then next, we are going to make a simple shell script. So you can try it by yourself in your terminal. So we can try to create a shell to display hello world text. So this is the step-by-step on how to do that. First, we can access the nano hello.sh. Don't forget to use your super user account, or please use your administrator account. For example, in my device here, I will use the sudo command. So I will use sudo command. Well, if you prefer using root account, so you can use sudo su. But now I am not going to use the sudo su. So I will just use sudo in here, since my account Fikri Bahrudin here is sudoers. So I can do sudo without accessing root administrator in here. So okay, so I will do sudo nano hello.sh. Sudo nano hello.sh. So .sh is the extension of shell script. So if you ever find any .sh file in your Linux environment, so it means that .sh file is a shell script. And then let's write several text in here. Just like the bang sign in here, bin bash. This is a very important sign, when we are making a shell script. This is mandatory. So we need to make sure that this part, the bin bash part is written in our document, if we are making a shell script. All right, so let's do this. Since I am using sudo, it is asking my password right now. All right, so this is the hello.sh. Let's see what can we do with the hello.sh. First, we are going to put this. All right, so maybe you can just copy the command from the PPT slide in here. So this is the text. Okay, so we can copy this, and then maybe in this terminal we can just paste. Is it possible to paste the text? If no, then probably we need to no. Oh, I think it's not possible to copy this text here. So maybe we need to write it manually. All right, it's okay then. So this is the shebang, and then slash bin bash slash bin slash bash, like this. So this is the sign, to tell the system that we are using bash shell. And then we are going to write the echo command in here, echo hello world. Let's put this in here, echo hello world. Oh, echo hello world like this. All right. So this is the echo hello world in here, and we already write the script. So next, what we need to do is save this file. Yeah, so you can save this file. It's like just do the control X in here, save modified buffer. We just hit yes, and then write to file. Yes, we just need to hit enter, and then it will automatically save. Yeah, and then what we need to do after this, after we save and exit, we need to add or change the modifier. Yeah, we need to change the modifier to give X access. So what is X? If you still remember, the plus X here gives execute access here for the file. So everyone, yeah, in this the administrator will be given X. Yeah, X, it means the administrator can execute the file. So we can use this. So maybe you can list the file first. So here we got the hello.sh. If you look at the modifier in here, we still not get the execute permission in here. We just got the read and write, and we are going to add the execute access for the hello.sh. We just need to use the chmod, or maybe we need to use sudo, yeah, because I am not using the root file in here. Sudo chmod plus X. Yeah, so this is actually the command, yeah. Chmod is the command, yeah. Plus X here is the what is that? Uh, yeah, is the option, and then the argument is the hello.sh, yeah, because that's the target in here. Okay, then let's see. So this is the hello.sh, and then we just hit enter in here. So all right, it is done. And if you look at the ls dash l again, so we already got the execute permission here, yeah, for the hello.sh. Okay, I will clear this. Then we can continue to the next step. After we add the chmod plus x hello.sh, we can execute. Yeah, we can execute the shell script by running the dot slash the name of our shell script name. So dot slash hello.sh. So we can just do this like this, hello.sh. And when we hit enter, so the terminal will automatically do its job, yeah, running the hello and execute the hello.sh for you and return the output into the terminal like this. So this is the output, yeah, hello world. So this is the output of our shell execution in here. Okay, then next, you can try it in your device. Yeah, you can try it in your Linux environment. So if you find any trouble, if you find any difficulties, yeah, please share your difficulty to the group. Maybe we can try to solve the problem together. Yeah. All right, next. So this is the role of the shell in Linux server. Well, shell plays a pivotal role in Linux server management. Without this wonderful component in Linux, we cannot do a lot of administrator things in our computer. So if you want to do some administrator's thing to manage, to automate things, yeah, to make a task is available and it can fulfill our needs, yeah, we need to do that kind of activity by using the Linux shell. Yeah, if we do not have the Linux shell in our Linux environment, so that will be very tough, yeah, for us. Yeah, we cannot do a lot of administrative things, and probably our Linux server, our Linux environment will run improperly. So through the shell, the system administrators, we are the system administrators. We can automate routine operations such as software updates, yeah, user account management, and data backups by writing and executing shell scripts. Shell script also facilitates real-time monitoring and control of system processes, disk usage, and network configuration, offering granular access to system resources. So if you still remember about the edge top that we learned in the in the first part of this course. Yeah. So I think we already tried the HTOP, yeah, and then several tools that can be used in the terminal, such as the ifconfig to look for the network configuration in our Linux environment. That kind of tools is very, very handy, and that will be very, very useful to manage and automate things in our Linux environment. Okay, next. So, since we already talked about automating administrative tasks, yeah. So today I would like to show you how to automate administrative tasks on Linux server. Yeah, because automating administrative tasks on Linux server is very essential. Yeah, we cannot do a lot of things manually. If we can do things automatically, automated, then there is no reason to do that manually. Yeah. Because if we rely on manual activity, so there are a uh, lot of possibility for us to forget the activity, yeah, to forget the argument that is required by the command line to process and to execute our task. Yeah, there is a lot of uh, possibility that we're gonna miss a lot of things. Yeah. But if we try to make the script and we run the script automatically, that is going to be very, very useful. Yeah, that is going to be very, very essential. So we can run our Linux environment without worrying about misconfiguration or improper setting in our administrative task. So uh, since we can automate things, so of course, there are several benefits for us here. The first one is the efficiency and time saving. So we don't need to do things manually. So we don't need to put effort to do some administrative task. It is automated. It is done by the system. We don't need to control it. Yeah, it will automatically run according to the configurations. And then the second benefit is scheduled and timely execution. So we can schedule the task when we want the system, the Linux environment to execute our task. Yeah, we can schedule it, and then it is consistent. Yeah, because consistency is the key to manage our Linux environment system. And don't worry about the consistency because automated administrative tools can execute our command timely. Yeah. And then the third benefit is better monitoring and logging. So we can monitor and log things that is done by the administrative tools automatically. So we don't need to do specific things, yeah, to monitor and log the process. We can just do it, and then after the system finished automated the task, we can just look at the log, yeah. And then faster incident response. So sometimes if we rely on manual process, so it means the process, if something bad happened to the Linux environment, so uh, to solve it, yeah, we need to do it manually. Yeah, sometimes we are busy. Sometimes we have a lot of things to do in the real life, and we don't have enough time to response for a specific incident. But if we already make the administrative task automatically, so the system will be uh, giving a faster incident response because the incident response can be given automatically without waiting us, yeah, without waiting any manual procedures. And then this is a little implementation about how to automate administrative task. Yeah, the objective is clear. We are going to create an automate task for system updates and log the update activity. So we are going to make a new shell script. Yeah, for example, we can make a nano rec update.sh. All right, so we are going to be back to our virtual machine here. And then we're gonna make a new nano here, sudo nano rec update, yeah. Sudo nano rec update.sh. So this is the new file that we are going to make uh, a specific command to automatically update our system. So we're gonna put the shebang again. It's like this one. We are going to use the bin slash bash as always. And then we're gonna make several commands. The first one is the apt update. So it is used to update our computer. Say apt update. And then after we update the software updates, we are going to do the upgrade. Yeah, it means the update list will be installed, uh, will be installed to our Linux environment. And then we add this and apt-upgrade like this. And then we give permission by giving dash y parameters in here. And then after that, we do the echo here. Echo here is supposed to give information. So we are going to give information system updated. This yeah on dollar. So this is how we take dead time. Yeah, this is how we take dead time. Yeah, it's quite similar with the PHP variable if you already learned about PHP previously, but actually this is quite different because dollar date here is supposed to be used for taking the current date time in our device. Yeah, dollar date here, and then we're gonna put this into var log update.log. Yeah, into the var log update.log. So this is the log. Yeah, so after the system is being updated and upgraded successfully, so our automated task in here will automatically deliver a specific text report, yeah, log. Yeah, the log state that the system updated on the date variable in here. And then this update will be automatically transferred to folder var, folder log, and there will be update.log. Yeah. Okay, if you already make this simple command, yeah, to automatically update our Linux environment software. So now we can just close this and don't forget to save this. Okay, so I will close and then save, of course. Write to file the update. Let's just hit enter in here. And all right, let's check if is that the rec update.sh is actually available in this directory. All right, so we got this rec update.sh, but if you look at the permission here, we still not have the execution access. So as we did previously, so now we can add the change modifier plus X to the rec update.sh in here. All right. Oh, sorry. Because we are not permitted, because I forgot to add the sudo in here, yeah. So don't forget to add the sudo because I am not using the root access in here. Plus X, and then regupdate.sh. So if we look at the ls-l again, so now you can see that the reg update is executable in here already. Okay, I will clear this terminal. And then we can try to run, yeah. We can try to run the updates like this one, reg update.sh. All right, like this, right? And then we can just hit enter. So it said that the apt update command not found. Oh, so probably we need to do the sudo in here, yeah. Right, so maybe we can use the sudo .sh like this. Command not found. Okay, something wrong with our code, it seems. So maybe we can check our reg update again. Okay, is there any typo? Oh, sorry. I think this is not using any dash here. apt update, and this is also apt upgrade like this. So I got the and he's typing in here. So yes, we try to do the job. Rec update.sh said that could not open log file. Permission denied, it said. Unable to log directory. Problem unlinking the file. Remove cache. Permission denied. So probably we need to do the sudo, yeah. So maybe we need to use sudo in here. All right. So if you are running with the sudo, so we got the process in here, the updates, and then this is the upgrade. So we need to wait until the upgrade finish. There are a lot of things that is being upgraded at this time. Uh, let's wait until the upgrade process is done successfully. I think this is going to take a lot of time, yeah. So bear with it, guys. We need to wait until the progress finish successfully, because if we tend to stop the progress right now, so there is a possibility that our operating system is going to be broken. So don't ever try to do that, right? Okay, let's just wait until the progress finish successfully. 53%, it's almost 100%. Let's wait. No, there's also an update for the PHP, yeah, that we already installed last in the previous lesson. And also lib apache, yeah, if you read at the log given in the process, in the update process. Let's just wait. 99%. Let's wait for this. There's a lot of upgrade, I think. And it said that the process trigger for Flash kernel system running in AFI mode, skipping it said. So it's already said that this is done, yeah. So okay. Probably the administrative task to auto update our system is already finished in this one. But now we can look at the log, yeah. So maybe we can access the var log in here. So maybe we can access the var log, and if we do the ls-min-l, this is the let's look for the update.log, yeah. Nano, or maybe you can just cat here update.log. It said that this one, yeah, you can look at this system updated on Friday, May 29. Yeah, this is the time that I previously tried to upgrade my system. All right, so this is the log. So let's get back to the previous location. All right, so oh, I forgot to use the VM here. So maybe I need to do home. This, yeah, all right. So that's clear. Right, let's continue. We are going to make the process automatically done. So previously, we successfully make the script, but the script is not running automatically. So our new task here is how to make the administrative task to upgrade our system can run automatically. Yeah, to keep our system organized, we can place all script in a suitable location. For example, you can keep your script file at /usr/local/bin or /opt/scripts. So for now, let's move our rec update to the usr local bin rec update.sh. All right, let's do this. This is the sudo move rec update.sh. We are going to change this to the usr. I don't remember the path, local bin, yeah. User local bin / rec edit. Oh, sorry, rec update .sh, like this one. So rec update.sh will be changed to usr folder in the local folder, bin folder in the rec update.sh, just as recommended by this the PPT slide. Yeah. All right, here we just hit the enter, and the file is already moved to user local bin rec update. So if you want to look at the file, you can just hit the user, local, then bin. Here, you can ls-minl. So you got the rec update.sh in here. All right, and then what can we do to automate the administrative task? So to create an automated, you can use cron. Yeah, cron is a wonderful feature of Linux environment. So we can do the cron to schedule the task. It's like a task manager in our Windows operating system. Scheduling a task with cron means setting up a command or script to run automatically at a specific time or interval using the cron service. It's a time-based job scheduler. So, for example, yeah, cron is actually a daemon, a background process. It run in the background, so the user don't need to put any specific effort to make the cron running because cron is automatically running in the background process. Cron can execute scheduled commands automatically. So we, the system administrator, doesn't need to, we don't need to execute the scheduled commands manually because the scheduled commands will be automatically executed by the cron. Yeah, it uses a file called the cron tab. Yeah, if we want to access the cron in our Linux environment, we can access it from the cron tab. Yeah, it is short for cron table. Yeah, to define what commands to run and when. So this is the cron tab file. Yeah, later when you open the cron tab, you can make a specific command in here. Yeah, this is going to be 5 asterisks in here. If you look at this, each asterisk has their own meaning. The most left asterisk in here, it shows the minute. Yeah, and then the second from the left is the hour variable, and then the asterisk, the third asterisk from the left is day of month. So for example, if you want to run a specific script in a specific day of month, yeah, you can put the variable in here. And then this is the month. You can put number 1 until number 12 as the parameter suggested in here. You can look at this. And then the last asterisk here represent the day of week. Yeah, for example, you want to run the script only every Sunday. Yeah, every Sunday. So you can put the parameter in here. Yeah, day of week 0 until 9, Sunday 0 in here. And then next, yeah, to create an automated, you can use cron for scheduling the task. Scheduling a task with cron means setting up a command. So since it is a command or script, so later we need to make a script in our Linux environment. So for example, we are going to run the update script every day at 3 a.m. So it means at the down, yeah, 3 a.m. The system will automatically run the script. So to make this kind of configuration for the cron, we need to make a command or scripting in the cron tab. So first, you can access the cron tab -e in your virtual machine, in your terminal. Cron tab like this, cron tab -e. So this is the no cron tab for Fikri Bahardin using an empty one. It said select an editor, so you can select the editor. Yeah, you can choose one from the 3 editor provided in your terminal. So as for me, I will use Nano, yeah, since since Nano is the most familiar text editor for me. So I will use Nano. So if you want to choose Nano, you can just put number 1 in here. Yeah. If you want to use FIM, you can use number 2. And if you want to use AD, you can put number 3. Since I am going to use Nano in here, so I will put number 1 and I will hit enter. So this is the cron tab. So this is the script. Yeah. We are going to make a new script in here. When we will make the script configuration, so we are going to write the command in the bottom part of these documents. Yeah, this one is the image after this. So this is a little documentation for the cron tab. Yeah, if you want to make a simple cron commands. So there is a little documentation in this document. Yeah, for example, you can run a backup of all user accounts in this one. Yeah, for example, this is the example that you can try to backup of all your user accounts at 5 a.m. every week. Yeah, so this is the asterisk. So if you don't give any specific number for the asterisk, you can just leave the asterisk be like that. So like 0, it means 0 is the I kind of forgot. Yeah, 0 is the minute here. It's the minute. It's at 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 sharp here. So the minute is 0 and the hour is 5. So it means 5 a.m. It is using 24 format, yeah, from 0 until 23. So 0 asterisk in here, it means we are going to do it every day and then every month. And then the last one is the number 1. It means we are going to do it every week. Yeah, since week it's 1. Probably it's start from Monday. Yeah. Since Sunday is 0, so number 1 in here, it means it's going to be executed every Monday. Every Monday, 5 a.m. Yeah, this is just a quick example. But for our study case, we are going to make a um, new cron tab in here. So how to do that? We just open the cron tab in here. And for example, if we want to run the update script every day at 3 a.m., we can use this command. Yeah. So 0, number 3, oh, sorry, 3, and then star, since we are going to do it every day. So like this one. And which one is the which script that will be executed every 3 a.m. Yeah, we can refer to the USR local bin slash regedit. Oh, sorry, regedit reg update, yeah, reg update dot sh. Yeah, reg update dot sh from the USR local bin reg update. And then after that, just save this cron tab. Yeah, don't forget to Control X and then save. Yes, of course. Then write this, and then the cron configuration is already installed in your Linux environment. So next, we can try to ensure the cron service is enabled and active. So to make sure that the cron is activated, you can use the sudo system serial status cron. So if you are using the system serial start cron, it means the start evac is going to be giving evac immediately as soon as possible, but it doesn't runs at boot. Yeah. But if you are using the system serial enable cron, so it will not start now, but it will runs at boot. But if you want to activate the evac now and it will run at boot, so you can use the system serial start and enable. So you can do both of the command at the same time. Okay, so for now, we are going to use the system start and enable. Yeah, so now let's do this. System, I think sudo, yeah. We need sudo system serial enable, sorry, start and enable, yeah. Start and enable cron, yeah. Like this. Too few arguments. Okay, start cron. Sorry, I forget to give this. Cron, not a shell built in, it said. Oh, maybe we need to do it one by one, yeah. So first we need to do sudo systemctl start cron, and then we do the enable like this. Okay, so this is the cron is activated in here, yeah. Since the synchronization is working in here, so it means the cron that we already made previously is activated and ready since booting. Okay, Happy trying in your device, yeah, guys. If you find any difficulties on if you find any trouble, so please share the trouble, share the problems in the group, so maybe we can solve the problems together. Next, we are going to talk about the remote server. So running a Linux-based computer from another computer that runs either Linux or non-Linux operating system is the definition of remote server. So it means we can access a Linux-based computer uh, by using non-Linux. Yeah, for example, if you want to access your Linux computer by using Windows, by using Mac OS, that's very possible. And then why do we need to do it remotely? Yeah, because many servers run on the Linux operating system, and our device is not running on Linux operating system. So, and also the most critical point here is sometimes, yeah, it is not always possible for us to physically access and operate the server directly. So sometimes due to some activity, we cannot access our server directly. Yeah, for example, the server is located at Surabaya, yeah, located in Surabaya, but due to some task, yeah, we are leaving Surabaya and we need to go to Jakarta, for example. So when we are in Jakarta, we cannot access the server that is located in Surabaya directly. So we need to use a specific tools. We need to use a specific um, what is it? A specific procedure to remotely access our server. So how to remote the server? To remote Linux, we can use several methods. Yeah, for the first one, we can use the PuTTY. So PuTTY is the remote terminal that can be used by several platforms such as Windows and then Mac OS. Yeah. We can also use the Visual Directory Remote Access, yeah, such as the WinSCP. So WinSCP is providing a visual directory, and we also have FileZilla. Yeah, FileZilla. WinSCP is only running in Windows OS, yeah, but FileZilla is also providing visual directory remote access, and it is multi-platform, so it can be accessed from the Windows, from Mac OS, yeah, from Linux, yeah, it is supporting multi-platform. And maybe we can also do full visual remote access by using specific remote access tools such as TeamViewer. Yeah. So how do we connect? How do we connect to our server remotely? Yeah. So the protocol used to remote Linux environment is the SSH. Yeah. So what is SSH? SSH stands for Secure Shell. This is a network protocol that uses cryptography to enable secure data communication between network devices. So by using this SSH protocol, we can transfer, we can send data, we can get some data, yeah, in the network without worrying about it is being stolen or spoofed by someone, by an attacker. Yeah. Why? Because it is employing the cryptography method to uh, to make sure to secure the data that is being transferred in the middle of the process. So both the server and client devices must support SSH for data exchange to occur securely. So if we are going to connect to computer, yeah, for example, the first one is going to be the what is it? The client. Yeah, client is the one that is going to access the remote computer, and the host is the remote server itself. So both of them, yeah, both our device and both the server device, yeah, the server hardware, it must be supporting SSH in order to exchange data between them. So this is the this is a picture that represents how client and SSH server communicate each other. So client can communicate with SSH server. They can transfer data. They can communicate each other by using the internet. But the data that is shared through the internet is being encrypted. So anyone that doesn't have the access cannot understand the true message delivered by either client or server. Yeah. So the SSH encrypts data so that malicious actors, such as hacker, for example, they cannot access user information and passwords. SSH operates on the TCP/IP layer using port 22. Yeah, probably you are going to learn about TCP/IP more specifically in the next semester when you are taking the computer network course, I think. All right. So first, since the SSH is required in the both client and server, so we need to make sure that our Ubuntu Linux is installed SSH. So let's install the SSH first by running the sudo apt get install SSH. Right. So let's install it in our VM. Okay, it's too crowded. I will try to clear it first. Sudo apt get install SSH like this. Yeah, let's just hit enter here, and it will ask our permission to use several disk space, so let's allow it. All right, let's wait until the installation succeeded, and then if the setting is already finished in here, so it means your device is finally installed SSH. Yeah, so SSH is ready in the server device. And then for the client, you can use either PuTTY. Yeah, PuTTY is an open source application that uses SSH and Telnet network protocols. It is widely used by server administrators to communicate with their servers via text-based command. This is the features of PuTTY. Yeah, it supports for Windows OS, available for 32-bit and 64-bit systems. Ports available for Mac OS and Linux. So probably, yeah, it is available for Mac OS also, since I am using MacBook. Yeah, so probably I cannot. If PuTTY is not available for Mac OS, so probably I cannot use PuTTY. Yeah. And then MSI installer available since 2016. It supports SSH, Telnet, SFTP, and L-Login clients. It also supports public key authentication and Active Directory. Supports file transfer using PSFTP and PSCP also. So there are several features of PuTTY. And this is how you install PuTTY for Windows. Yes, you can download the PuTTY installation by visiting www.putty.org, or directly you can use this in the shark.green end. It is the download page. All right, so let's hope that uh, there is a version of PuTTY for macOS. Yeah, let's hope. Okay, so this is the download PuTTY here. Let's open this. We can just click download PuTTY here. It will direct us to shark.greenend.org.uk. So this is the Unix source, alternative binary file, .exe, .zip. Oh no, I think there is no Mac OS version. Yeah. All right. So let's see. It's only exe in here. So no PuTTY for Mac OS, I think. All right then. So no PuTTY for, oh, maybe I can just look from Google it. PuTTY for Mac OS. So right, it said that native Windows. Yeah, so PuTTY is for Windows only, so you cannot install it in Mac OS. So sadly, we cannot use this in our computer. So you can try to download PuTTY in your device later, and then maybe you can try to remote your Ubuntu VM. Yeah. And then this is the WinSGP. WinSGP is the open source FTP and FTP client for Windows. Its main function is to copy files between client and server computer. So the advantages is it is translated into multiple languages. It integrates well with Windows. Yeah, you can use several features such as drag and drop, URLs, shortcuts, and it is full graphical interface. So don't worry if you are not familiar with the terminal interface. So it is going to be using full graphical interface for WinSCP. And it also supports semi or fully automatic directory synchronization like this. And then this is how you install the WinSCP. So you can just directly visit winscp.net or directly winscp.net and download.php, yeah, to choose the newest version of WinSCP that can be downloaded. And this is um, the interface, yeah, of WinSCP. And then this is the SFTP. Yeah, the Secure File Transfer Protocol is an internet protocol used for secure uploading and downloading of files. So if you are going to transfer file from client to server, so we can use SFTP. SFTP is more secure. Why is it more secure? Because SFTP combines FTP and SCP. It's a secure copy. Yeah, SCP use SSH to transfer data. So the data that is delivered through SFTP is also encrypted. So since it is encrypted, it will be more secure, yeah, compared to standard FTP and FTP client. So this is the class with assistant. Since our class is not having any assistant, so I would like to give you a task, yeah. So please install SSH in the Linux environment and then install PuTTY in your Windows OS, and then you probably can install WinSCP on your computers. And then let's try to do some remote in here. To remote into a Linux VM from Windows or another OS, we can try to configure our network first. So we need to visit the VirtualBox settings. Yeah, maybe we need to shut down the Linux VM if it is running. Yeah, so okay, I will try to shut down my device here. I will try to shut down my computer in here. So this is the button. I will, oh, maybe I can just hit the close button, yeah. I will just hit the close button in here and I will choose the power of the machine. All right. Okay, so this is the virtual box. So I will open my settings in here. So I will open my VM setting in here. And then I will try to focus on the network. So this is the network. And then the adapter, we need to change the either bridge adapter. This is the first, this is the recommended ways, or maybe you can use the host only adapter. Okay, we'll try to change this to a bridge adapter, yeah, this one. And then I will click OK. It said that I have an invalid setting. So which one is invalid? Oh, this is not a network related, yeah. So I can just click OK. And then we can try to open our virtual machine once more. We can start it. All right, let's just switch. Since I cannot install PuTTY in macOS, yeah, so probably I will use my terminal to do a remote. Yeah. So, well, actually, even in Windows OS, you can remote your server by using your command prompt. Yeah. You can also use the CMD to remote your server. All right. I will log to my account first. Let's wait. And then, for example, in this, we are going to remote Linux from Windows using PuTTY. Yeah, so I hope you already installed PuTTY in this part, and then you can try to run EF config in the Linux environment. So it's supposed to get the IP address like this one. All right, so this is my Linux device. So I will open my terminal. I will open the EF config so I can oh no, I still not install the NetTools. So maybe I will install it first. apt install NetTools. All right. Let's wait. Okay, so probably we can open the EF config already. So this one, yep. So we got several IP in here, 10.12.177.190. And I think we can use this IP after this, yeah. So this is the IP address. So maybe we can use this. And by running this, we can type systemctl start SSH. It's to make sure that the SSH is running. Sudo systemctl start SSH. Yeah, and maybe we can also status. Yeah, we can look at the status of our SSH. If the status is active running in here, so it means the SSH socket is available and it is ready to use. All right, then let's continue. So if you are using Windows, then you can install PuTTY, and then after you install PuTTY, you can open your PuTTY application, and then you can enter the IP address and port at port 22 like this. Yeah, so put your IP address in here. For example, in here is 192.168.56.102. And then the port is supposed to be using 22, yeah, because this is the default port of SSH. So you are not supposed to change the port number. Then the next one, if you already enter your Ubuntu remote, then you need to insert your username and password. If successful, you'll get a terminal identical to the remote Ubuntu server. Okay, um, I will try to open this SSH from my macOS terminal. So I will try to access this from my macOS terminal. So to access this from our terminal or command prompt, yeah, we can use the SSH command in the terminal like this. And then we can access the username like this. And then we can put the IP, yeah, 10.12.177.190. And then we can just hit enter in here, and the system will ask for the security in here. So we can just click yes. And then the terminal will ask for our password, yeah, for our password that is used to log into our Linux environment. So just provide the password. And if you successfully uh, if you enter the correct password, so you will successfully log into your Ubuntu Linux server. Yeah. You can look at this. This is a welcome to Ubuntu 26.4 LTS. It said blah, 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 blah. And then it means that we can run whatever, just like in this virtual machine. Yeah. For example, we want to run ls min l. So it's possible in here. Yeah. So we can just access the virtual machine here from our terminal or from our command prompt. Well, if we are using command prompt or terminal, it's basically same, yeah. No matter you are using Mac OS, no matter you are using Windows, yeah, no matter you are using terminal or using command prompt, the step-by-step, the procedure is actually the same, yeah. First, you need to hit the SSH and then your virtual machine OS username in here. And then you need to put the IP address. Yeah, for example, in my machine, it is 10.12.177.198. So if you are using command prompt or terminal. If you are using PuTTY, so the interface will be like this. Yeah. And this is the, if you are successfully logging in, the PuTTY terminal will be exactly the same as the Ubuntu server terminal, such as my terminal, my macOS terminal in here. So it is similar, yeah, to the Linux environment terminal. And then by default, after logging in, if you are using PuTTY, yeah, you will enter the home username directory, yeah. So this is the basic directory that is given to you if you are entering the system by using PuTTY. And we can also remote the Linux from Windows using WinSCP. So in order to use this, you need to install WinSCP first. And then in the login session in here, you need to put the IP address that previously taken from the ifconfig to the host name. And then the port number is actually the same. And the file protocol here, you can use the SFTP. Yeah. And then you can put your username in here. For example, the username is Ubuntu in here, and the password, you can provide the password according to your password that is used to log into your Linux environment. And then after that, you can just hit login. If you log in successfully, so you will automatically look at this. So this is the UI. Yeah, so this is the UI of WinSCP. So the left one here is your local directory. Yeah. This is your OS, this is your local machine, and this is your virtual machine. Yeah, the Ubuntu OS directory. Okay, so that's for today, for this lesson. Yeah. And there will be another activity with assistant, but since we are not having any assistant in our class, so I would like to remind you, please do this. Yeah. Creating an automated backup is extremely important, especially in the context of Linux server management. So you are asked to create a cron tab to back up your website files using PuTTY. Step by step, you can use your terminal. The first step is please make a new file.sh and open it. Yeah, make a command for copy folder. So you can make a command to copy a specific folder. Make a command to back up copy folder using .tar. Yeah. So you need to copy the data, and then when you are backing it up, please back it into please back up the folder by using .tar format. Yeah. .tar is actually the extension. You can look at Google, yeah, what is .tar actually. And then please change the permission so the script can be executed, and please try to run it. And after that, if the script is running successfully, so you can try to make a cron job to schedule every day at 1 a.m. So the cron job will automatically copy the file and then make it transform it into .tar format, and then it will automatically copy it every 1 a.m. Create documentation of how you completed the task, including screenshots and explanations, and then submit it via ULS. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson video. So I hope we can meet in person next week. Yeah. That's that for today. If you have any question, feel free to drop me any question. You can deliver the question from the group, or maybe you can deliver your question directly to me by using Google Chat. Yeah. All right. That's it for today. Thank you, everyone. Good morning.